Hey everyone, welcome back to Yellow Jacket Garage. Today we're going to talk about Quickjack safety and common sense. Maybe a little of both. Hey everyone, well, what started this all out was a little bit of a discussion that I saw happening on one of the social media groups that I'm part of, Facebook group. Anyway, they were talking about the Quickjack, and the gentleman brought up an issue that he had was that he had put his car up on the Quickjack, pulled the wheels off, and then as an attempt to make it easier to put the wheels back on his car was he lowered the Quickjack down to where he could basically slide the wheels back on. In the process of doing this, apparently one side of his Quickjack kind of depressurized, and so it let it go down, and next thing you know, he's got the car sitting on the rotors all the way on the floor. And as we all know with the Quickjack, they will not lift a dead load all the way up from the rest position. They need to have a little bit of a gap for it to come up. And so I kind of thought about it a little bit and was trying to run it through my brain to figure out how you would get yourself into that situation without using the safety features that are part of the Quickjack itself. And so that's the only thing that I could come up with, is that this person tried to lower the car down and to the point they could just slide the wheels on, put lug nuts in or lug studs or however his car is, their car, whatever. Anyway, and so in that process, you know, the gravity against hydraulic pressure does a great job at circumventing gravity when it's used within the specifications, within the standards of where it should be. With these rams, you get them down too far, and when you're on your way down, that's great because a lot of the pressure is coming off, and so you're not building any pressure that's going to blow seals or bypass the seals and stuff that are in those rams. But if you let it sit too long, and if you put four wheels on the car, chances are, or there's a good chance that by the time you get done putting all four wheels on, that one of those rams is going to depressurize enough to let the car settle one way or the other. And so don't do that. They put those safety bars on there for a reason, which brings up another point in the same discussion. Somebody made a statement that you should never get under a car that's on Quickjacks because they don't have a safety feature. Well, let's look this over again real quick, so bear with me. Okay, so what we're talking about, the Quickjack comes with basically a two position, and it locks where this one's locked in this position, and then it has another lock position higher up. These bars are a safety lock device. They're designed, they're rated to hold all the weight that's on the Quickjack. As a matter of fact, the way my Quickjacks are set right now, I raise it up, drop it onto the locker bars, and then relieve all the pressure from the jacks themselves. So the whole weight of this car is sitting on these. And now, if one of those bars were to break or to let go, that ram pressure would probably come in and save the car from going all the way to the floor, but that's what those bars are for. Me personally, I have no issues getting underneath this car with those safety bars locked in place. And that's exactly what Quickjack tells you to do. Quickjack also tells you not to get underneath the car, do not do any work, do not do anything if these are not locked into place. There's a reason that they're there. So, yes, they're a great tool when you use them within the reality of the design parameters. They're designed to do something. This is a 5,000 pound lift. This car's, what, 3,500 pounds, whatever it is. So I have a lot of room to go on this rated capacity. But if I don't pay attention to how it's going or how I'm using it, this can be a very dangerous tool to have. So if you own Quickjacks, read the directions. Make sure you're very, very familiar with how they operate and the reasons why they have these things in place. Read your book. Do them the way they're supposed to be done. Use them with all the safety features in place. Otherwise, you may not have to worry about safety features anymore. So, oh, and don't stick your arms through there. Don't stick, because if they fail and you got your arm in there, well, you know, you could lose an appendage. And me personally, I'd prefer to keep all of my appendages where they're at. So, anyway, that's enough of that. If anybody has any questions or comments, drop them down below. I'd be more than happy. All right, so there's that. I'm going to close the video out. I just wanted to take a quick few minutes and talk about that because safety is very, very important. Not doing stupid stuff is very, very important. If you're not understanding on how these things work, read the books or don't use them. The last thing I want to see is anybody get hurt or killed. And same thing with everybody else. No Darwin Awards around this place if we can avoid it. So anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching Yellow Jacket Garage. And as always, we'll see you on down the road. Safely.